Hey, what's going on? This is Shay. I went downtown and I went around and asked a bunch of women what their biggest pet peeves were about men, and then I went in and I asked a bunch of men what they think women's biggest pet peeves with men are, and the results are pretty interesting. Check it out.
Being too needy and like texting all the time, asking where you're at when they know where you're at.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They do not know how to rinse off their dishes and makes it harder to clean.
And think we can read minds. We can't read minds. You cannot just point to something and grunt like a caveman and think that we're going to understand what you want. You actually need to say, I would like a glass of water instead of ooh, ooh, ugh.
Don't like when men pee on a toilet seat and don't wipe it off. Take 2 seconds to wipe it off. I don't want to sit in your pee, just like you don't want to sit in mine.
Leave the toilet seat up? Okay, that's a good one.
Number 1, men don't listen. It's called selective listening, and every woman knows what I'm talking about. They can act like they're listening. They're actually really good at that. They can nod along and put in input, but they're not actually hearing anything you say.
Men have no sense of time. They always say, oh, we're waiting on you to get your makeup done, to do this, to do that. You guys go out, you have no sense of time or direction or anything else.
Sense of time?
Yeah, you know, like when you ask a woman, can you do something? They're like, yes, I'll do it. And then they go and do it. You ask a man, like, can you take out the trash or do the dishes? And they're like, yeah, I'll get right to it after I beat this level. Or I ride my bike.
And then they never do.
Or I clean my truck. Yeah, and it just never happens. Or it happens
Guilty.
like 3 days later.
Guilty.
Why can't you hit the toilet? It's got a great big hole. Why do you have to pee all the way around the toilet? It's a great big hole.
You aren't handy at all. You kind of got to at least know how to put up a shelf, change a flat tire, check the oil, simple stuff.
His expiration dates mean absolutely nothing to them. They will eat something that expired 3 weeks ago and probably has stuff growing on it.
Pet peeve number 2. Men are the biggest babies when they're sick. It's like the whole world fell apart and their legs were broken all at the same time.
Grooming.
A lot of women will say that men don't listen. The biggest thing that drives me crazy is they listen to like the first 30 seconds and then their attention goes elsewhere. And then they ask you what you said and have no idea what you're talking about.
I think it's lying.
I'm not your mother. I'm not gonna cook like your mother. I'm not gonna clean like your mother. I'm not your mother.
Oh, not do the dishes.
Okay.
They can't get up. They can't get anything for themselves. And then they'll just lay there and complain about how awful it is. I'm cold. Put a blanket on. Can you hand me the remote? It's closer to you than it is to me.
One of the pet peeves that women have is guys picking their nose.
Honesty.
Honesty? I love it. I love it.
Probably not brushing their teeth enough.
I think that's a good one.
I try to stay on top of that, though.
Yeah, that's a good one.
know,
That's a good one.
it's just one of those things.
And it doesn't have to be pet peeves about you, just men in general.
Oh, I'm not. I brush my teeth.
There you go.
plenty
There
of
you go.
times.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just saying,
I mean, you got
most
some
men
pearly
probably
whites right
don't.
there, man. You got some pearly whites.
It's probably like hygiene, housekeeping, and eating habits. I don't know.
Well, I hope that video helped us all maybe understand each other a little better. And make sure you subscribe to the Mix104.3 YouTube channel. Thanks again.